Welcome to Feet on the Streets. Let's see, what is today? Today's Wednesday, January 28th. We're here with Evelina Castro, and we look forward to that. Now, there's a little pop-up. Are we okay? Cody, just want to make sure everybody out there still sees us. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
You're good.
So if I glance at my phone every once in a while, just so everybody knows, we're at Lynn's Ice Cream Yogurt More, major Blazer fan, and I got to keep up on the score, and it's all spirit of where we're at. Plus, I happen to be a Blazer fan too, so hey. So anyway, right now, for those that might care, the Blazers are up by 3 right now, 97, 254 left. So now that we got the important stuff out of the way. No, the important part obviously is our guest. And, excited to have you on again. Oh my gosh, we've had a chance to chat a couple times on here. It's been great. I see you've got your tiara on. Is that how you say it?
Tiara and sash.
The sash, that's right, sash. I pointed the wrong. I was like tiara. Yeah, that's the tiara. Okay, so tiara and sash. I'll figure this out. So, right on. So very cool. And how much longer do you keep the crown?
Until mid-March.
Mid-March. Wow.
It's kind of bittersweet. It's exciting. And
Oh, sure.
kind of sad, but very exciting at the same time to see what's going next.
That's cool. It's gone by so fast. It's like,
Oh my God.
it feels like just yesterday you were announcing it. It was like right on, somebody from Longview pulled this off. So
I know.
yeah, it's pretty cool. You can always root for the hometown, and so yeah, easy to root for you. I mean, hey, you're positive and great and everything. So yeah, very, very cool. Hometown. Speaking of hometown, Seattle is in the Super Bowl this Sunday.
How exciting is that?
I know, isn't that great? 2 years in a row. I think it's been, I forget how long, but over 10 years since the team was in the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Wow.
It doesn't happen much anymore, and so just the fact they're there is a big deal. Of course, that's not enough. But I'll take it.
Yeah, no kidding. I think this just shows how great Seattle really is.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Be my home one day.
I was gonna say, I know you've had your eye on it. So.
Yeah.
Seattle's a pretty awesome town. It really is. Yeah, it really is. I don't get up there enough. Yeah, I love it. So. Hey, I don't blame you. Man, it looks good. It's like, oh, I'm so tempted, but I can't wait. It's like major allergy to it, so don't want to get sick, so I'll pass on it. So it does look amazing, but there's a lot of amazing stuff out there now that's not wheat, like wheat-free, making really good stuff. So
Absolutely, more and more stuff actually. I guess either a lot of people really do have allergies,
sure,
or sensitivities and stuff like that, and then there's also just the people who just don't eat it for diet.
Exactly. So yeah, you take all 3 of those. And some people they don't really know why. It's almost like that fad element. Like I stopped doing weed. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not allergic to it. Just thought it'd be a good idea to quit it. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
that works too. But the good thing about that though is all the people that are off of wheat right now is creating a market. So now you're seeing everybody coming out with wheat-free options. National chains of things are coming out with those are pizza shops that have wheat-free options. So, anyway, whole other tangent. I'm kind of bouncing all over. Talking about Seahawks, talking about Blazers, talking about this wheelchair. It's called this wheelchair, right?
Was Wheelchair Washington?
This wheelchair Washington. Very cool. So yeah, just kind of bouncing all over the place. So March. So in March you'll be going out. I assume it's Athens up in Seattle. Is that where it is? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where it was last year. I wasn't sure if you were around the state.
I
Come to Longview since the winner from last year was in Longview.
Wouldn't that be so
That would be amazing.
And I think a lot of people really have trouble. So
That's a good point. And Seattle is more accommodating as far as getting more people in to one place.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of options out there for that. Great transportation system.
I know. I kind of figured that if I stay here, I'm gonna want a house and a car.
Sure.
But moving to Seattle, I'll have an apartment for a little while or rent a house for a while until I get but I won't need a car.
It's true. It's true. There's so many people in the big cities that don't have cars.
Exactly. That's one of the things that I've always liked about big cities. Getting around is just so much easier.
Oh,
So I guess I didn't really realize it until I didn't have that kind of access.
oh, sure. And I hear often from people that our transit system, and hey, I mean, for a town this size, it's great that we have one all. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
I'll
want to
give them
complain
that.
too much
I'm
about
not, I'm not gonna bash them too much, but now I'm gonna go into it a little bit. But I've had people literally say it seems it's faster to walk to where they take the transit system because of the routes it takes and all these sorts of things.
They also don't run as often as like big city. They run like they've changed it recently. So at least they used to run like every hour. Now some of the buses run more frequent, and they have an express bus, which is really cool. I used to take an express.
So where's the express take you?
It runs from West Longview to
I love it.
Right on.
and there's only like a few stops.
So it just runs that route. Perfect. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and like I say, it's great that we have one at all, and but yeah, you definitely got a plan for the weather system works. And like you said, the big cities, I mean, like every 15 minutes is pretty common.
Yeah. And even on the weekends, it could be maybe 20 minutes, sometimes a half hour, but still, they would run on Sunday. They usually run on Sundays, and there's they just
Ours has no Sunday service, right?
no Sunday at all. Not even a paratransit.
Yeah. Wow.
So Sundays, unless you rely on the bus and get rides somewhere, or they walk, which I've wheeled from where I live all the way to downtown, which is a good, including going around the lake in the process. A total of about 7 miles.
Wow.
So
Definitely build up some arm muscle doing that, don't you?
yeah, it's nice though. I really like long rides, the music.
Oh, sure.
Zone out. It's really
Absolutely. Oh, sure. Yeah, weather always isn't a oh, this weekend. Holy cow, that was like, I feel like I was in, early summer or something. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. I wish it stayed.
I hear it's getting nice again tomorrow, like as soon as tomorrow I heard. So,
2
yeah.
days or for like an extended.
I think for just a few days, and I think they were supposed to come back to the Northwest. A little distracted.
We'll let
So
you.
that's a good Blazer game.
Already divided second, and Lyle's gone up 2-4 at the line. He made it first to the distance last two.
If you have
Irving got
Jason,
used to this situation, but he's trying to give Cleveland the lead back as Irving screams
Oh.
down, wouldn't stay there.
Blazers and Cavs are actually tied at 92, and the Cavs are shooting free throws right now. So, very interesting. Less than a minute to go. So,
I wish I was in sport.
yeah.
I like to play sports, but I'm not into
What sports do you play?
Yeah, well, I used to be on the sports team for 2 years. Yeah, I played basketball, archery is my best sport.
Cool.
Track and field, table tennis, not ping pong, table tennis.
Table tennis, very good. Yeah, I've actually seen wheelchair basketball. That's cool.
Basketball, yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm scared sometimes, but it's so fun.
Oh, sure.
I'm not. I tried to play tennis. I'm not very good at it, but it's fun. Basketball is a very violent sport.
Tennis seems like it could be a challenge for sure. I mean, I'm not good at it with, you know what I mean? Like, I got used to my legs, right? I'm not good at it. I can imagine, without how much effort. Wow.
It's fun, but it's tough. I mean, I
Sure.
wouldn't like compete in it by any direction, imagination. But I like to play it on my Wii.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm actually really good on my Wii.
That's cool.
But real tennis,
Wii is something else. I mean, there's also big games on it, like bowling, I guess, is on there.
I have the Wii Active, and that has all kinds of stuff. I love boxing and like a little dancing game, and then just And they have so many different exercises now. I just kind of suddenly started getting into volleyball.
Wow, that's cool.
I figured that.
Right on.
You
Wow.
know, there's running and there's just typical
There's
exercises.
golf, I think, and maybe
There's golf, there's bowling, there's tennis, there's boxing. They even have winter sports ones. It's crazy, yeah.
The boxing, that would be interesting. It'd be kind of cool.
I don't either. I don't either. That's all I do.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, we have heard of it. I know people have it. I've never actually experienced it firsthand.
You should.
I've heard it's pretty cool. Yeah, I never, you know, it's interesting. I never quite got into gaming. I don't know why.
Neither have I, actually.
Had I probably been addicted. Because that's what
Get
it
another 24.
I've never been one to like, you know, two friends play video games, something like that. Never. I didn't grow up like that. I just never. But I have a lot of energy. I just kind of
Sure,
so
sure.
I just use my money for exercising. They don't have to pay for gym membership, stuff like that. And you can't go for walks.
Yeah, she lives in Seattle. She lives.
30 is really, really
She lives, don't watch.
a lot of fun, and you do it in the comfort of your own.
That's awesome. Well, you think about it too. I mean, you know, every time, you know, once you own the games, there's no monthly membership fee or anything like that. So,
Exactly, and I got it secondhand, actually. I got the whole EX system, which is retails for about $60. I got it secondhand for like $5.
holy cow!
The
Wow.
entire package.
Wow. Yeah, that beats any membership fee I've ever seen. So,
I know, I couldn't pass it up, so I had to get it. So now every day I kind of, that's how I start my days. Workout, whether it be 20-minute one, 45 minutes, half hour, or with the tough one, or just kind of easy builder one.
a Facebook photo. We'll be on there.
You should take a flight.
Yes.
And then,
Oh, you want to take a funny one?
Yeah, but
up to Seattle.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Funny faces.
And, she got her up there. Got her up there.
I didn't want to pull out of my shop, but I was gonna show it. But I figured that probably wouldn't be a good
Janet
thing.
got up there.
Blazers.
And the night she got moved up her mom fell.
Speaking of Blazers, let's get the updates.
And
Let's get the updates. Oh, this is probably a little bit behind the actual game. Blazers down by 1. All right, Portland, by the way, is one of the best teams in the NBA at playing, you know, the final few minutes of the game. They find a way to one more games decided by like 5 points or nothing in the NBA. So I like our chances.
Yeah.
More things.
We're playing good team. So let's see, much before the camera came up, we were talking about.
Yeah.
What all is happening?
Dinner.
Well, gosh, you know, we've got, of course, reliable.com, always keeps us pretty busy.
Yeah.
And we're adding a trolley to what we do. It's actually an original San Francisco 1936 electric trolley car.
Oh,
And it was converted in the 60s to something that can drive. And we'll have it on a lot of the fairs and festivals, there'll be free rides. And, you know, people, I mean, you know, just even, I know people that have never ridden it, because they just enjoy seeing it go down the street. You know, just there's something about it, seeing it, and reading, you know, it's got the original handbell that we're reading, and it's just, it's really cool. Yeah, like, people just want a photo with it. They're just like, hey, I want to take a picture of the trolley. And
I'll
so,
definitely.
yeah, so, yeah, we just, actually, and the reason why I have some, I guess, experience and knowledge, which I guess I should have backed up there a little bit, because we are just getting rid of it, but it was actually the Cotton Chamber. Wow, Blazers going to overtime.
Blazer!
Yeah, we were running it from the Cotton Chamber, and it's been losing money the last several years. They really kind of forced that. But last year we helped them lose a lot less, but they still lost. And it means a lot.
She doesn't drive.
Well, it's 1936, they're still up there. So, you know, there's some different things that we
One
do.
side.
But luckily, we've got some people who know their animals. So, yeah, it's been pretty exciting.
It's gonna be real fast.
I know, I was thinking about this. You know,
I just had
1936, they were a little behind on that. And, you know, I'm like, gosh, is there a way to retrofit? But yeah, it would probably be a challenge, but you know, that would be really cool. And if there's a way, I wish
She was in town last week.
see that happen.
In
fact, I will show you.
There was somebody found, used to work in Callis County, and Quebec. It's really good, and it's rather
So there's a there of it.
Pardon me.
I'm not sure if you guys can see it, probably not. But you go to relialocal.com and then type in trolley when you get to the homepage page, and you can see lots of photos of it. So
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
few other photos of it.
Janice.
So yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, even you know, like for seniors, it's really hard for them to get it because there's such an incredible step, especially this step. This step is really tough. But I think the best opportunity if it were to become a wheelchair accessible would probably be right here, some kind of ramp that can be attached here and come
Her
out.
mom, when she died, she gave me a trip. They're like,
Which I think would be really cool. And that is something close to my heart because actually, I don't know if we talked about this before, but actually my sister and my mom are both teachers. And so it's like, you know, I mean, I have to understand the importance of making as many things as possible accessible to everybody. So,
You have fun too.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So maybe we get a wheelchair accessible little caboose or something.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, so-
Oh my god, I would love to ride something like that.
Yeah,
Just
that'd be
like,
cool.
have you seen these motorcycles that have like a sidecar?
Yes.
So
Those
cool.
are
I'm
really
not
cool.
into motorcycles really, but I think it's just fun.
They are really neat. Because I think they're really neat. I mean, I've never been on either of them. Yeah.
It's just scary to
See, me, you know, the reason why I only don't ever own a motorcycle is because I know myself too well. Like, I get in that thing and I'd be dead on the way. You know, I mean, we go 100 miles an hour or something, or whatever, you know, I don't have a filter. I'm just kind of a little too crazy. Yeah, yeah, too crazy for my own good. And something like that, yeah, not a good combination. That's why I try to drive cars that are custom system, because then they'll feel the need to be stupid. It's not like cars, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. So,
I love that idea.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. And I'll have to talk to, you know, a couple different people about the possibilities of doing, you know,
Oh, yeah,
doing
and.
something with what's there. But, as the picture comes up, or two is the open. Like, either one, two,
It's really narrow.
It is.
Like narrow and super slow.
Yeah, so that's the other challenge too. But hey,
Oh,
I'll definitely look at it.
That would be awesome.
Even if it's a year two
I'll
or
take it.
year three thing, it'd be cool. And we've got a lot of things going to be going on. For example, the powertrain has an old carbureted motor, and just long story short, it doesn't run fast. I mean, it runs. It's dependable, but it's just it runs wrong. So it's like, you know, getting it started is a little fun. Once it's running, it gets warm. Once the volume up is my slow speed, so I've got to, you know, got some plans to change out on that. Converting some of the lighting inside to LED, so it's more efficient, better on the battery, and, you know, but keeping the original integrity of the lighting. So it looks, you know, so it's got.
You don't want to
its
lose
original-
the feel.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want somebody to step on it and feel like it's something that was built a couple years ago. I understand that.
Something new age or
Restored.
something.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I have thought about putting under lights. That'd be really cool. This is the classic cars do that sometimes and stuff. I think that would be really cool for parades and stuff like that to have lights. Yeah, and that's not something we've done back then, but I just think it'd be cool.
It would be. I think it's really kind of cool to like incorporate new stuff with like
Exactly.
the old one. Like, just kind of see how they mesh and
Find
how
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
I think it'd be cool.
Like, I even thought it might be kind of cool, although I've had a couple people say maybe it's going too far. Maybe it is. I thought it'd be really cool to have a few USB ports inside where people could like charge their phones and stuff like that. They have a charger on. They can just, because most of them are attached to a plug-in, so you just don't plug that part, plug it in there. They can charge while they're on there. I think that would be kind of cool.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, definitely, because as somebody who I carry around my phone, and
Yeah,
I have
me
a
too.
portable one and stuff like that, like,
Yeah,
I'm phone freak.
me too.
Freely admit,
Me too.
phone freak.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd get on there, oh, my battery's dying. I'm like, oh, wow, I can plug it in right on here. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm just hanging out.
Actually, my phone was just charging. I think it's still is charging right now.
And my charger, I'm with you. It's always with me.
I think the back of fabulous.
I can
It's not. It's also, it's not like something that's gonna be so obvious.
Yeah, it's not overbearing. It's not like you're gonna see this huge. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like you've got just a little, you know. I mean,
It's just,
yeah.
yeah.
There's already poles inside, so I thought you could kind of run the wire up the pole a little ways and then put the cords. You know, so it really wouldn't be
It's not gonna be
that
interfacing.
big of a deal.
Yeah, so it's not like you're ruining the integrity of
Right
the
outside.
So
So I think little touches like that would be kind of cool. When we do the speakers, it's got speakers inside, but they're not. And I also just external speakers too. So like for a parade, like say 4th of July parade, I could play John Philip Sousa or something like that as well. Parade. Yeah. So we got lots of ideas. We got
that's very
lots
exciting.
of ideas. So see, you asked me. Yeah, you asked me what was new. That's whoa, Kyrie Irving. Sorry guys. Has scored 55 points so far in this game. It's yeah, NBA season high and a new career high for him. But for the Blazers, it won't matter. Like he scores 70 points, the Blazers still win. I don't care. He can have his moments in the sun as long as the Blazers win the game. So yeah, the trolley. You know, we're thinking, you know, like Black Bears games. You know, eventually I'd love to get to like a Blazer game or a Seattle, but short term I wouldn't take it that far out of town. It's just not a good idea. Until the powertrain gets changed. Once that gets changed, I'll back to San Francisco. Okay. Reunite. Actually, that's funny. There was one other buyer. They didn't have a very big window of time trying to find buyers. And we were up, and then the other buyer they found that was really interesting was actually a San Francisco museum. And they've got trolleys in there. They wanted to bring it back to their collection.
Oh my God.
And fortunately, they chose us. And part of the reason why is they said they just want to keep it here locally. That's part of the reason why they chose us. And so yeah, I was like, cool. Yeah, it's like,
I'll let you get back to your drive.
so that's what's new with us. That's probably the biggest thing. So,
Yeah, really.
yeah. So you see it, we're building it. You know, we meet by the wheel. Wait. So yeah, very cool. So
Exciting.
yeah. So any makeup things going on with you? Either recently or coming up, or
Yeah, actually, I'm trying.
always stage makeup is what we're talking about here.
Yeah, well, just kind of makeup in general because I do everything from bridal
Oh, cool.
to monster makeup. So this is a little white, kind of broad.
Absolutely.
I'm pairing actually. I'm starting a show geared towards. I would like to gear it mainly towards special effects makeup. I'm starting it off with Fail TV. Very excited about.
Very exciting.
Yeah, and actually we're gonna film our first. Coming up very soon. I have a meeting, like meeting next week. Meeting next week, and then I'm gonna stop by on Friday just to kind of chat for a little bit about things, and hopefully get something. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's not just gonna be about makeup application, but there's gonna, I don't want to spoil too much about it, but it's gonna be fun.
Very exciting.
It's gonna cover a wide variety of makeup, from prosthetics to possibly making blood, possibly
When
doing.
you say prosthetics, so do you make someone that has an arm make it look like it is prosthetic? Is that what you mean by that?
I know how to make body parts.
Okay.
I do make body parts, but I can also make like facial prosthetics, like
Okay.
to make the nose look bigger or like a monster type of face.
Okay.
Like some stuff. Blue on your face, that'll really kind of.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, when you first said prosthetic, for some reason I was thinking of, you know, like
The prostheses.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot
yeah.
of people get that mixed up. They don't actually make fake limbs
Okay.
like that.
Sure.
But I can make fake limbs like for monster movies
Sure.
or
Like a hand coming up out of the grave or whatever it might
Actually,
be.
yeah.
Things like that.
I made I don't know if this was mentioned in your shows, but Amanda Fred, I think I met, We made silicone body parts for a zombie movie in Alaska.
Wow, that's cool. That's very cool. So have you been in other movies, or is that your only opportunity to be in movies so far?
As far as my makeup and stuff,
Yeah.
I've had a couple of opportunities. I've done a couple of independent things in Seattle, and surprise.
Very cool.
But there are more opportunities coming up that I don't want to spoil.
Very good.
But I also, another kind of really exciting, I think it's exciting, is I got accepted to this course, it's the Dick Smith, special effects makeup course. Dick Smith is the godfather of makeup effects. He basically created techniques and products that we still use today that are very popular today. He has a basic makeup effects course and an advanced makeup effects course, and I just got accepted to the advanced course.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's an online class, so I get comfort of my own home and kind of go at your own pace kind of a thing,
That's cool.
and just to kind of advance my skills as a makeup artist.
So what do you expect to be the timeline on that to complete it? It's at your own pace, so it's going to be as long as you need it to be.
Depends on how I can finance it.
Oh, yeah, sure,
It can be a little pricey, and I'm doing a lot of things. I have a lot on my plate right now,
sure.
and so it kind of all depends on my time and how much money I can put towards it.
Sure.
And,
Maybe financial aid and.
They don't have financial
Oh, they
aid.
want something like that. Wow, bummer.
Yeah, big bummer. But you know what? It's inexpensive enough comparing to a lot of other like makeup courses from schools
Sure.
and things like that.
That's cool.
But with the godfather of effects name attached to it,
Oh, sure.
I almost fainted.
And as you put that to your, resume and things like that as you're out, that'll be huge to have that name associated with it.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really exciting.
So not to brag or anything. Yes.
That's cool. That's very, very cool. That's exciting. So where's the school based out of? I mean, it's online, so it doesn't really matter, but. And that's okay.
I
That's
get
okay.
materials and stuff will be shipped to me, like DVDs and like how to like booklets. And I have books. I have great books that explain the process and whatnot. But this is kind of like it's like he's holding your hand through the whole course, like it's on school, even though he's not really there. He actually passed away the night before I left for the national pageant.
Oh, wow.
So Miss Wheelchair America pageant is pretty sad. She was in his 90s. So
Wow. So I
lived a
mean,
great life.
not that, to be 100, that's good too, but I mean, that's better than average, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's really good. Yeah, yeah. What can you say on that? So, that's cool. Congratulations. That's very cool. Yeah, that's very, very cool. So when do you start? Of course, probably whenever you want, right?
Whenever I have the first payment,
That makes sense.
which is about close to $700.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, you got acceptance. That's the first step. So that's
Yes,
exciting.
and I asked about like, is there a time frame, and I have to start paying for this or yeah, because I didn't want to like exceed that time frame
Oh,
and have to
sure.
reapply. And they said once you apply and get accepted, then you're just in for life.
Wow.
And you want to start.
That's really cool.
I almost jumped out of my chair when I read that.
Sure.
So excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, they probably know that, the the person that would be accepted would be the type that is going to take advantage of something. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Absolutely. I would not have applied if I was just gonna put it, like, throw it on the wayside.
Exactly.
It's too good of an opportunity,
That's all I did, walk in.
too good of a name attached to it.
And one day we'll be sitting here talking and we'll have,
It's like, oh, wait, I don't.
a award-winning film out there. And you'll be like, yeah, the makeup of this, that, I did that.
That would be amazing. That's my goal. That would be my ultimate goal with makeup.
You can do it.
Yes.
You know, you can do it. I mean, I really believe that. I think in this country, if you, I mean, when you've got, I think you have a certain amount, it's only got a certain amount of creativity naturally, but you do. And so take that and will and work and, the world can. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Look, you're Miss Wilshire, Washington, right? I mean, who would have thought?
I know.
You probably you went down there and just like, okay, I'm one of how many contestants, and I mean, yeah, and here you are. So
It would be a great experience, for when I really want to, really try and do this. Surprise! Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
that's amazing. And did they actually ask you to compete? I mean, did they like come to you? Or did they
Kind
come
of,
to you?
they did, yeah. I went to Spina Bifida, like a conference in Southern California a few years ago, at least. And the current title holder then, and the lady in charge of the pageant, were both there, and they were just saying that I'm such an active person, and I should look into this pageant. I didn't even know they had pageants for people with disabilities.
Yeah.
And then so I kind of put it off for a while, but then it came around again. Maybe it can't hurt just to try it.
Sure.
Experience. I'm not really into pageants.
Sure.
I'm not really into beauty pageants. When I heard it was not a beauty pageant, I was like, oh, maybe I got this. Okay. Not that I don't think I'm attractive, but I just when I think of pageant, I think of being false.
It's like the showbiz congeniality. You ever see that?
Yeah, I love that.
She's
That
awesome.
is so funny. It's really
Yeah,
good.
I love that movie. It's really good. So yeah, but like you say, that's part of her. That's her whole premise going in is the whole falsehood. I mean, she didn't want to be a part of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. She, hey, she got helped a few rounds, but even after that, she was able to do it on her own and being real, which was
Yeah, exactly. And you don't have to be false. You just, that's actually one of the really good things that I found about this whole process is, I'm really not good at being fake.
Sure.
Two, I'm just myself, and just be yourself, and people will gravitate towards you.
Absolutely. That's true. That's very true. I think, in society sometimes today we're, I think we're almost too cautious to the point where we're fake. You know what I mean? A lot of us are. And there's times that I am. I don't mean to be, but it's just like when you're in sales and marketing and you're in customer service and you're working with people. It's like, there's times when you have to, okay, well, I guess put the filter in there or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, it's unfortunate because, I respect a person that's real. I mean, a lot of people have a hard time with it, but like somebody would be like, oh, I didn't like that you did this or that or whatever. And I'm like, hey, then I can correct it, you know what I mean? But most of us are afraid to be real.
That's really sad.
Yeah. So.
Because if you can't be real, then it's better. I love this quote. It's by my favorite person, favorite entertainer, Judy Garland. I'm a massive fan. So a quote that she says that I love is, "It's better to be a first-rate version of yourself than a second-rate version of someone else."
I love it.
It's so true.
It is so true. And that brings up another point too, that a lot of people are trying to be a copy. It's like, just be yourself.
Absolutely, and you see a lot of that, especially, and I mean no disrespect, but in the entertainment industry, particularly like in the music world, and there's a lot of people I feel are trying to copy a lot of established artists.
That's what I love about Bruno Mars.
I
In
love
some
him.
ways he is a copy, but he is an original at the same time. He grew up impersonating Michael Jackson and stuff like that, so he doesn't have flair.
Right.
But at the same time, he's his own. He really is.
It's one thing to kind of grow up and copy, because that's kind of how you can learn, but don't live your life copying people. Don't try and establish yourself.
Exactly.
copying.
Oh, that's just it's so multiple. It's like he does become original as a result. You look at it, James Brown, he's his own guy, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. There's actually like Grease, and so I mean it's a variety of stuff, enough to where, and again, I mean he's just gifted as well. So I mean, he's really taking those influences by top doing this, doing this thing. It's like, yeah, he might be my favorite artist today. I don't know, he's definitely up there.
Actually, I have on Pandora, I have a Bruno Mars station.
Right on, right on. Yeah, I think I do too. I do too. So yeah, I like, Bruno Mars is amazing. So, I like that new song, Uptown Funk. It's really good. Yeah. Again, throwback, very kind of disco-esque, type of feel to it. At least the era. So.
You know what? Actually, really, somebody got me onto this kid. Yes. Oh my goodness, he's like a YouTube sensation.
Oh really?
Noah, I don't know. I all I did was I was told to put in the search engine Noah covers or something. It's this kid who has an acoustic guitar and a microphone.
Wow.
And he just covers a whole bunch of like amazing, already amazing songs.
Wow.
And he has like his own flair, which is kind of more soulful.
Very cool. Noah covers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Really good.
No,
So you
I'm laughing.
I'm gonna search it right now, so I don't forget it later. So like in a way, H.
I am already one time now. One time. There's just one time for an hour.
Just amazing. I love it.
Excellent. Type it
I'm 40. 40.
So N-O-A-H, and then covers.
I'm gonna move this way. I'm just gonna hide it.
So now I have searched it. So now I will later on check that out. Sexy I Know It by LMFAO, which sounds amazing. I like that. Thinking Out Loud. All of me. That's good. So, yeah, very cool.
Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror.
There's like a lot of classics.
When was Your Man by Bruno Mars?
Yeah, I listened to that because that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
And
that's a great song.
he does. I think he does it justice.
Just the Way You Are, he does. That's the Bruno Mars song. And the other thing about Bruno Mars is actually, I recently learned that he actually not only writes his own music, but he's actually written a few other hits for other artists. And I can't remember the name right offhand, but if you actually go on to YouTube and you put, songs written by other artists or something, they probably need songs written by Bruno Mars for other artists or something like that, it might come up. But I actually saw it kind of in a search or whatever, and it said, like the top 10 songs that was written for other artists. So it was like, there's one by CeeLo Green that he wrote. Yeah, like one of his big songs. I can't remember the name of the song right now, but yeah, he's.
I have a Christmas album of his actually.
Yeah, he's
I
great
love
too.
his voice.
Yeah.
I love
Here's something too. Bruno Mars hasn't been around that long, I don't think, really. But it was interesting. I saw something that said that people that are influenced by his music. So already there's people that feel like they've been influenced by him as Meghan Trainor, which totally makes sense. Because she's that throwback as well. And I like her style as well. So she was influenced by Bruno Mars. Yeah. Yeah. So Britney Spears was listed as being influenced by, which is interesting. So I don't know if like maybe newer music or somehow was being influenced. I think that's interesting. I don't see a style similarity there. Sure. Yeah, she's. I actually like some of her music. I don't know if I'm a fan of her per se, but I like so many different types of music.
I kind of have this could be a whole topic on its own.
Sure, let's go there.
I really, in a lot of ways, I kind of have a lot of issues with today's music.
I get it.
Because I feel like there's a huge lack of talent.
I agree.
And the artists that are amazing are so few and far between. They
I
don't even
agree.
make artists like that anymore.
I agree.
It's
Last year.
like,
Like people wonder why Taylor Swift left country for pop, and I think part of the reason why is you don't have to be that good at pop. You know, I mean, like country, even though I don't listen to country as much as I used to, I do think country is probably still requires the most talent of all of them, I think, to really be successful. I think the pure voices and things like that, I think it's still tougher.
In a sense, I kind of agree, but although I'm not a country music fan,
See,
but
I'm not really either. Yeah, I mean, not the new stuff. I like actually some of the old stuff, older stuff, 80s, 90s.
yeah, I used to
stuff.
listen to that,
Yeah.
and then I stopped listening to
Yeah.
country. But I usually kind of gravitate more towards music and singer or styles that I feel cannot necessarily be taught in like music
I'm with you.
schools and lessons
Yeah.
and stuff. And you have to kind of have it through, whether it be like gospel. Usually it's like gospel and R&B and blues and jazz and stuff like that. Kind of have to have in you rather than like being taught.
Well, it's like I like a uniqueness too. I like the ability that when I'm listening to the radio to immediately go, okay, I know who that artist is, just because
Yeah.
they've got such an interesting flair to them. And you know, it's like Bruno Mars is definitely there. One of the current ones I actually do like, and I think he fits that category to a degree, is Maroon 5 just because of his voice. His
I do
voice
like
is
Maroon
so. Adam Levine is so unique. His voice, like the second I hear it, I'm like, okay, that's Maroon 5.
That's true. It's very distinct.
Yeah.
And the people that have like a very distinct sound. It's not even necessarily that they're amazing singers, but you can distinguish their sound from everybody else.
Michael Jackson. I mean, you hear one of his songs even today. You know, I mean, although I think Bruno Mars sounds a lot like Michael Jackson. He doesn't surprise me.
But I think he has more grit.
I agree. That's true. And it depends on the song. Some songs, I'm like, ooh, that almost sounds like a Michael Jackson song, and some songs, completely different direction. So yeah. So yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah. Music today, like you say, isn't. Because the other thing I think that's really lost in today's music is the ballads. They're gone. I mean, like you don't really hear one anymore. It's so rare.
Yeah, it is very.
Yeah.
But also the singers today, in my opinion, a lot of them, maybe this is it, maybe I'm completely wrong.
Sure.
But a lot of the singers that I hear today, and please forgive me, I am not a Taylor Swift fan at all. And I think she's one of those artists who cannot necessarily carry a ballad. But
See, that's just it. You have to have a lot more talent. I mean, really, you can cover a lot of what you're talking
you
here.
have to have more emotion involved. There's a lot more invested in ballad than like an up-tempo.
I'll admit, when I'm not that karaoke a lot. When I do karaoke, I usually sing something faster. Why? Because I know I'm not a great singer, so I can cover it up.
Right.
You know, I can sing something a little faster, and then it doesn't matter as much. And I think that's kind of what today's artists are doing, is they're covering up. Yeah, Taylor
For the
Swift.
lack of talent.
It's interesting that Taylor Swift writes her own music. I actually feel like her. Now, I don't see as much with pop yet, but with country, she became so predictable. It felt like every song was the same. You know, and that would kind of drive me crazy. It was just like almost a slightly different beat and slightly different words. It was like, it just felt like the same song. So, I was being told you gotta wrap up. So, really 6:50? Why?
You could go off on a tangent about music.
It's kind of like a tangent show, which I can be guilty of at times. Today it was too much worse. I was wearing some Seahawks and pageant and makeup and covered the trolley and music artists and just
Can you
everything.
say one last thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love to say, is it anniversary or birthday to Feet on the Street?
No.
Yeah, this is how many years? Is it 6 years on Feet on the Street, guys? Is it 6 years?
Yes.
So yeah, 6
Is it
years.
6? This is
Wow.
2010.
That was wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's
pretty
I'll have to fix this, I said 5.
Oh.
Time flies when you're having fun. It's not like 5, it's actually been 6. So yeah. So very cool. And thank you for coming on. I mean, I got you. You've been great to come on here. And,
Thanks for continuously asking me.
Hey,
But I really enjoy you
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
It's sweet.
That's awesome. So, well, thank you so much for tuning in to Feed the Street. Our next little bit here is we're going to be having Cody come over and do the world famous shout outs. And they're world famous, we know, because of all the different countries that are watching. Oh, just really quick, you know,
That is
we
what
touched
it's
on-
all about.
we touched on it a little bit earlier, but just a reminder again, we're at Lynn's Ice Cream Yogurt War, which is located at 1232 Commerce. Known for their hand pressed hamburger patties, so no frozen hockey pucks here. Fresh cut fries, ice cream you couldn't even imagine, and you can turn those into milkshakes, all kinds of just awesome. Horse fountain drinks and all that other good stuff there too. So, 1232 Commerce, Longview, Washington. So.
Only asked.
Yes. What are we doing? Oh.
I'm looking at you. Shout outs.
Ah! Oh, wrong kind of shout out. My bad. Sorry.
He's practicing a Seahawks cheer. Unfortunately, you know, I didn't mention the Blazer score, so obviously that tells you what happens. So we're just leaving with that.
Okay.
They lost.
So,
Run, Cody, run.
Cody shouldn't have to run. He takes 2 steps and he's there.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout outs. Donna from Washington, Ray from Longview, Dave from Germany, Ann from Longview, Rachel from California, Elisa from Kelso, Aaron from Vader, Michael from North Dakota, Renee from New Hampshire, Connie from Georgia, Connie from Winlock, Debbie from Vancouver, Christine from Longview, Darcy from Longview,
She's here tonight.
Gail from Australia, Vitalis from Kenya, Marth from Tacoma, Susan from England, Jamal from Africa, Stephen from Portland, Rich from Seattle, TJ from the Midwest. That covers everything, I guess. Lynn from Victoria, BC, Mark from Pennsylvania, Amelia from Longview, Black Dog Hat, India Kuzlik from the UK, Paul Miller from Seattle. I swear to gosh, it's pronounced genuine. K Sat.
She's from Longview.
Longview. Carol from Longview, Avery from Longview, and Jack from Greenville, Ohio. That's our shout out.
Jack.
Very good.
Yes, what are you doing?
I just want to say, watch the Super Bowl this weekend, this Sunday actually.
Go Seahawks.
Yeah.
Cheering on the Northwest.
I would say something. The Patriots and their ball situation.
Yeah, they got flat balls.
We call them saggy at my house.
And the Seattle's right there, so it's a Super Bowl about the balls.
It's all about the balls.
Yeah, both teams got fighting over balls.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, ours
I want to
got
thank
it.
Evelina and John.
Yeah, Evelina will be back in March.
There you go. Evelina will be back in March. John will be back next week.
All right.
Who's the host? Who's the guest? While she figure that out, Feet on Street is now 6 years old. It started out as a joke.
It's ready for school.
We take everybody to school every week, don't you know?
That's right.
That's
Adam Pitham. Pitham.
I guess how it's pronounced. I've heard it both ways.
Stage work.
From Stageworks will be here next week.
And drug court.
And Drug Court. He'll be here next week. John will be the host. Please join us at 6 again. Come before 5:30 for dinner.
Yeah, I've been.
My ad's out there, so if you need to cuddle
And,
cuddle buddy, please just go on my Facebook and let me know. You know, I'm cheap.
You're offering the cuddle services like they are in Portland. There you go.
Somebody has to offer them here.
Yeah.
And I've only.
I'm cheap. A hamburger does it just fine for me.
And I've only put it on 3 apps.
Um,
And it.
so join us next week. Same time,
Yeah,
same place.
and, so I.
Same
my
host.
income tax comes back.
The cool guy over here.
That is.
Because you know, I wish I could be like the cool kids. Not really.
Taylor Swift song.
All right.
We were talking about
Somebody's
that.
We love pay $60 a
What?
month.
Oh,
I
all right.
Get on the gauntlet.
Good night. Have a safe weekend. Stay warm.
Yeah, I love paying $60 a month, but.
We don't have any
can't
events
talk
coming
on
up,
the
do we?
phone in the house. It's just like,
Do you?
oh,
4th of July.
That's not so.
Yeah,
Yes.
Super Bowl.
The Seahawks, the Super Bowl.
Christmas. this
Well, I'm
summer?
still up for the US Cellular.
I was talking about in the next week and a half.
Oh, okay.
You were at a-
Either a year behind or a year ahead.
That's right.
I don't
We
know.
have
That's
like
probably
a month behind.
Yeah,
yeah.
Valentine's Day is
Away.
coming up.
Yes. Easter?
I'll be your Valentine. Just send me cards and money.
That's right, the cuddle. The offering on cuddle services.
Yes, I'm putting like
And
I'm doing a cuddle service.
we could.
Cody's Cuddles.
I don't think so.
CC's.
I can go
Good night.
down from my street, on my street.